What is going on, guys? We are back at it once again. Today, a little something different. We've got catch and cook action going on. That is some walleye that I caught the other day. You guys saw it in my video. I'm going to link that catch now. Got him. Got him. Got him. Oh my gosh. That's a giant. That's another giant. Oh, oh no. That's a walleye. That's what that was. That was a walleye. Oh man, oh man. Supper time, supper time. Oh man, easy, easy. I'm going for it. That's a big one too. Quit. Oh yeah. Oh wow. You coming home with me there, Sonny? I mean, that's a 21 incher. I'll take it. I can't let those go back. I just can't. They taste too good. If I catch a big walleye, it's going home with me. So essentially, frying fish is one of the most easiest things you can do ever. You're going to need some paper towels, you're going to need some vegetable oil, and you're going to need some kind of fish mix. This stuff is like $2 at Walmart. And I found that one is not necessarily better than the other. I'm sure that everyone has their favorites, but I just go with what looks good at the time. So essentially what we're going to do is you rinse. The first thing you do is obviously you process your fish. And once you get your fillets processed, you want to rinse them off with water, cold water. And then all we're going to do is we're going to throw them in the bag here. And you want to get those things covered up. Got a little hole. Get those things, shake them up a little bit, get them completely covered. Alright, so that's done. Then you want to get your oil going. So I use vegetable oil, and as you can see, I've already got it in the skillet, heating up, ready to go. When that stuff starts smoking just a little bit, that means it's ready to go. Once you can drop it in and you can hear it start sizzling, that's what you need. So then you just need a fish slice, which is just a spatula, and then a plate and a paper towel that you're going to put your fish on top of. Pretty much that simple. So I have got my walleye completely covered, and it is looking juicy. Alright, so I have got my oil pretty hot here. So what I'm going to do is when I lay these things in, I lay them away from me so the oil does not splash on me. See, that's about perfect there. Pan's not too hot. I can just lay these babies in and they're completely covered, and then I let them go. I make sure I kind of situate them to where they're going in. So I'm going to give those about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to flip them. So you do not need necessarily to flip them if you get them completely covered with oil. So I've got like one right here that I've got to flip because I didn't get it completely covered. You can use a fish slice. I'm going to use some tongs just because it's a little easier. And what you're looking for is you're looking for some golden crispies. You're essentially just looking for the fillets to be golden and crispy. One of the keys that I found with this is to play with your heat until you don't want your oil to be popping out of the pan. So you want it to be a nice rolling boil. Alexa, stop the timer. Alright guys, so this is where your fish slice is going to come into effect, and you want a plate. I like to use kind of a deeper plate, and just put a couple paper towels in the bottom there. You don't want to use your tongs here because you will completely flake apart the fish. So you want to be able to get under the fish, lay it out. Till it's golden crispy. That's crispy. I can feel it just by touching it with the spatula. These have been on about 7 minutes. And they're looking good. So you know the fish is done when it starts flaking apart like this. I mean, it is just so tender. I like to take another paper towel and just put it right over top and press it down just a little bit. Soak that oil up. Don't forget to turn your eye off. I have a bad habit of doing that, leaving my eye on. And then let it sit for just a minute, serve it hot. I'll plate it up and show you guys what I'm working with. So that is essentially how it's done. So if you guys catch a walleye, you just fillet it up. Now I didn't show the fillet part, but there's a ton of videos online showing you how to fillet a fish. Go look those up. They'll detail a lot better than I can. I'm not that great at it. Don't do it that often since most of my fish are released back. So what we did was we paired it with a little bit of mashed potatoes, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. That's essentially it. Golden crispy, ready to eat. It's hot. Walleye is one of the absolute best fish that you can eat. For my opinion, I don't keep crappie, but I do keep walleye. I don't keep bass, obviously. Pair it with a little bit of mashed potatoes, you're good to go. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for the first catch and cook. This is the first of many to come. I'm going to start doing these a little bit more often. Not so much with fish. If I catch a walleye or something, I'll definitely share that with you guys. I've got a lot of deer recipes that are absolutely phenomenal. I can walk you guys through how to cook the perfect deer steak. I didn't become enlightened on this process until a few years ago. So I'm really excited to start sharing some of the kitchen stuff with you guys. And let me know if you guys want more cooking videos in the future. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go to Instagram, follow @RippinLipsTV, and peace!